Hi, my name is Megan and I'm the owner and founder of Smarty Plants Nursery. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Smarty Plants Nursery's free tools to be your own landscape designer so that you can create a landscape design easily and quickly for free. So with Smarty Plants Nursery's website, you'll be able to find the right plants, get a quote for the project, and have the plants delivered and installed by Smarty Plants Nursery, all from the comfort of your home. So the first step to creating a landscape design is to find the right plants for your project. Smarty Plants Nursery has over 400 species of plants available, so no matter what you're looking for, Smarty Plants Nursery will likely have it. And if there is a particular plant that you're looking for that is not available on the website, you can click on Plant Request, which is right here, and let us know what it is, and Smarty Plants Nursery will see if it can get it for you. All of the plants available are in the shop, so let's click on Shop at the top of the page. On the right-hand side of the page, we have the individual plant pages, and on the left, the filter. The filter is organized in categories and subcategories. To find the subcategories, click on the plus sign and the subcategories appear below. So let's go through each category and see how it can help you find the right plant for your design. First, we have plant name. So if you know the exact plant that you're looking for, write either the common or scientific name in the search here and it will appear. Plant origin tells you whether or not the plant is native. Now, Smarty Plants Nursery only recommends using native plants because native plants are plants that existed prior to significant human impacts and alterations of the landscape. Thus, they are adapted to their environment, and for that reason, they are the most beautiful and low-cost option for your landscape. And Smarty Plants Nursery has 106 species of native plants available. Next, we have light requirements, which is how much sun the plant needs. It's separated into 3 categories: full sun, part sun, and shade. Full sun is a minimum of 6 hours a day. Part sun is 4 to 6 hours of sun a day, and shade 4 or less hours of sun. Next, we have plant type, which allows you to search for plants all the way from a ground cover to a tree. So we have the following categories: epiphyte, fern, grass, ground cover, palm, shrub, succulent, tree, vine, and wildflower. And for shrub is also known as a bush, if you're looking for a bush. Next, we have landscape uses, which is how the plant functions in a landscape traditionally. So we have such things as the accent plants, butterfly or pollinator plants. If you want to make a butterfly garden, there's 142 different options for that. Edible are such things as tropical fruit trees, a hedge, shrubs to make a hedge, a shade tree, a tree that provides a good amount of shade, a specimen plant, and more. Next, we have soil. So soil categorizes plants based on the type of soil they like. So whether it's clay, loam, sand, etc. And also the pH of the soil, from acidic, neutral, to alkaline. Next, we have growth rate, which is how fast the plant will reach its mature size. So it's divided into 3 categories: fast, moderate, or slow. Nutritional requirements is how much fertilizer the plant needs, which is also categorized high, moderate, or low. So high being needs strong fertilizer, low means it needs a weaker fertilizer. Salt water tolerance and salt wind tolerance are for plants that are going to be used on the coast. So salt water tolerance is how much the plant tolerates saltwater flooding, and salt wind tolerance is how much it tolerates salt spray. So if you're on the coast, it's recommended to use high salt water tolerance and high salt wind tolerance. Drought tolerance tells us how much water the plant needs. So if it's highly drought tolerant, it doesn't need very much. Low drought tolerant, it needs more water. Next, we have the flower categories. So we can search by flower color, which provides a lot of different colors: pink, purple, peach, red, tan, violet, white, yellow, okay, and more. The characteristics of the flower, such as if it's fragrant, if it's showy, small, tubular, okay, different characteristics of the flower, and the flowering season, when it blooms: fall, spring, summer, or winter. And for plants that bloom all year, just select all 4 categories, and those plants will appear. And finally, pot size. Pot size will tell you how big the plant is when you get it. So if you're looking for a particular size of the plant, then you can search by pot size. So to find the chart for the size of the plant, click on the plant you're looking for, and then the chart is here on the plant page. So if you want a 1 gallon, it's going to be average planted height 6 to 1 feet, 3 gallon 1 to 2, 7 gallon 2 to 4, 15 gallon 4 to 6, and 25 gallon 6 to 10. Now, the trees run more on the tall end. So for instance, in 25 gallon, the trees are going to be, in general, I'd say 8 to 10 feet, and the shrubs are going to be more on the small end, so those are going to be more like 6 feet. Okay, so let's go back and let's do an example. So say, for instance, you're looking for a native plant because you want to make your landscape native plants only. And you want the native is going to be in full sun. So you click on full sun. You're looking for a tree, a native tree, and you want the flower color of that tree to be white. Okay, so let's see. Now that you've selected all these categories, the search will show you all of the plants that are native full sun trees with white flowers. Now we filter, and there we go. There it is. Okay, so here are all of the options that fit the requirements that we're looking for our landscape design. So when we click on, let's do Dahoon Holly, we can see the pot sizes they're available in. Then we can see, we click on the pot size to see the price. And then the installed option is the price of the plant, including Smarty Plants Nursery putting it in the ground for you. So that's the installed option. So then you can, if you want to go ahead and get this plant, say you want to do 2 Dahoon Hollies installed, then you just add to cart. And then once you have added all of your plants to your cart, that's going to give you the quote for the project immediately. Okay, so then we scroll down to see if we need to get more information about the plant. For instance, the dimensions of the plant, how tall it will eventually be. So the Dahoon Holly is going to be about 10 to 30 feet tall. The native range, the habitats, native habitats it's found in. Okay, and more information about the different categories on the for the filters. So another great thing about the plant pages is that when you click on the plant pot size, you see the different pictures. So this is a 7-gallon Dahoon Holly. The other one was a 3-gallon. This is the 15-gallon Dahoon Holly. So you can see each individual plant pot size picture. And then also there's a picture of the flower and then the fruit that it produces. So you don't really have any doubts as to what you're putting in your landscape. So let's add another plant to our project. So say we have a small project, we want to just do a tree, and then around the tree some ground cover. So let's go to, and of course we want to do native plants because those are the best options for us. So we click on Plant Origin Native. Then we want to do a ground cover. Oh, and that's in full sun. A ground cover. And we can just say we don't really have a preference for flower color. Filter. Okay, so here are the options. And why don't we do beach creeper? Okay. So, now we have to select how many plants that we want to go around our tree. And in general, what we do for the spacing of the plant is for 1 gallon, It's in general 1 foot off center, 3 gallon, 2 feet off center, 7 gallon, 3 feet off center, 15 gallon, 4 feet off center, 25 gallon, 5 feet off center. So we just measure our distance around the plant, and then say we want to go with the 1 gallon option. So say we have 10 feet around the plant that we want to cover with ground cover. So then for the 1 gallon, we just do 1 plant per foot of space, so it's 10. So we select 1 gallon, oh, we want it installed, 10. Add to cart. Okay, view cart. Okay, so now we have our native project done. We're gonna get 2 Dahoon hollies in 3 gallon, and then we're gonna put 10 beach creepers in 1 gallon and have Smarty Plants Nursery deliver and install the plants. So what we'll do is we'll put 5 of the beach creepers around one of the Dahoon hollies, and then 5 around the other Dahoon holly. So here's our quote. Now we need to orders that are above $200 get free delivery. This order is less, so we need to calculate the shipping. I'll just put in the zip code for the nursery. Put in your town and zip code. Okay, so then it gives us the options for delivery. Now we have to do delivery because we're having the plants installed. So we select distance, rate, and then here's our quote. So it's going to be with sales tax $161.04, and then proceed to checkout. Okay, so here we have in the checkout, we fill out the billing information and then put our credit card, and then down here what we can do, if there's a particular, we do deliveries on Tuesdays and Fridays. If there's a particular date that you want us to deliver and install the plants on, then you go to the calendar and pick that date. Otherwise, it's going to automatically select the next delivery date. And then once you place your order, then you will have your entire landscape project designed by you, delivered, and if you want, installed by Smarty Plants Nursery. The landscape design will be free, and the delivery, and if you want installation, will be done by Smarty Plants Nursery. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions or need help with the landscape design project, you can always contact Smarty Plants Nursery at 786-349-3502. Thank you.